What if I told you that most productivity advice is completely backward? The average person works 8+ hours a day, yet feels like they've accomplished nothing. Meanwhile, there are people who work just 4 to 5 focused hours and build empires. NASA scientists discovered something fascinating. Their most brilliant employees weren't those who worked the longest hours. They were the ones who mastered what psychologists call deep work, the ability to reach peak cognitive performance in shorter bursts. In fact, research from Stanford University proved that productivity plummets after 50 hours of work per week. After 55 hours, you're essentially just creating more mistakes to fix later. Today, I'm going to show you the exact daily system I use to get twice as much done in half the time. The same system used by CEOs, best-selling authors, and top performers in virtually every field. This isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter in a way that science has proven actually works. Welcome back to the channel where we break down the science of extraordinary achievement and turn it into practical systems you can use immediately. Today we're diving deep into what I call my maximum output, minimum input productivity system. After studying the habits of elite performers across dozens of fields and testing countless methods myself, I've distilled the most powerful productivity principles into a simple daily framework. Whether you're building a business, advancing in your career, or just trying to reclaim control of your time, this system will transform how you approach your day. Let's get started. 1. The truth about time management. The first breakthrough comes from understanding that time management is a myth. You can't manage time. It flows at the same rate for everyone. What you can manage is your attention and energy. In his groundbreaking book, Deep Work, Cal Newport discovered that the ability to focus without distraction is becoming increasingly rare and increasingly valuable in today's economy. The average worker is interrupted every 11 minutes and takes 25 minutes to get back into a state of flow after being interrupted. This explains why so many people work long hours with little to show for it. They're not protecting their most valuable resource, their attention. My system is built around protecting and amplifying your peak cognitive periods rather than just filling calendar slots. 2. The 3 pillars of peak productivity. Pillar 1. Energy management. Research from The Power of Full Engagement by Jim Lohr and Tony Schwartz proves that managing your energy, not your time, is the key to extraordinary results. Pillar 2. Deep work blocks. The ability to focus intensely without distraction on cognitively demanding tasks. Pillar 3. Strategic automation. Systematically eliminating, delegating, or automating anything that isn't your highest contribution. Let's break down how each of these works in practice. 3. Energy management. The 90-minute rule. Your brain naturally operates in what scientists call ultradian rhythms. 90-minute cycles of high focus followed by 20 to 30-minute recovery periods. According to research published in the journal Sleep, trying to push beyond these natural cycles leads to diminishing returns and eventual burnout. Here's how I structure my day around these natural energy peaks. 1. I identify my personal magic hours, the 2 to 3 hour window when my cognitive ability is at its peak. For me, that's 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. 2. I protect these hours religiously for my most important creative and strategic work. 3. I schedule administrative and reactive tasks, emails, calls, etc., during my natural energy dips. A study from the productivity software company Rescue Time found that people who schedule work around their energy levels complete 23% more priority tasks than those who don't. 4. Deep work blocks, the 4D method. During my peak energy periods, I implement what I call the 4D method to ensure maximum output. distraction-free. All notifications off, phone in another room, website blockers activated, dedicated time. Uninterrupted blocks of 60 to 90 minutes with precise start-end times. Defined outcome, clear, written objective for each deep work session. Deliberate recovery. Structured breaks with physical movement and no screens. In Atomic Habits, James Clear reveals that elite performers across fields from chess to swimming use similar block systems to achieve deliberate practice. The key insight: it's better to have 3 focused 90-minute sessions than 8 hours of distracted half work. I track these sessions using the Pomodoro technique, but modified to match ultradian rhythms. 90 minutes of focus followed by a 20-minute recovery period. 5. Strategic automation, the value matrix. The final component of my system involves ruthlessly eliminating, delegating, or automating anything that isn't your highest contribution. I use what I call the value matrix to analyze every recurring task in my workflow. High value, high enjoyment. These are your genius zone activities that should fill your deep work blocks. High value, low enjoyment. Prime candidates for developing systems and batching. Low value, high enjoyment. Schedule as rewards after completing important work. Low value, low enjoyment. Eliminate, delegate, or automate immediately. In Essentialism, Greg McKeown found that distinguishing the vital few from the trivial many is the hallmark of exceptional performers. I conduct a weekly review every Sunday where I audit my previous week through this lens and adjust my systems accordingly. 6. My exact daily schedule. Here's exactly how I structure my day using these principles. 5:30 to 7 a.m. Morning ritual, no screens for first 30 minutes. Physical movement plus cold exposure, mindfulness practice. Review daily objectives. Research from the Journal of Applied Psychology shows that morning rituals reduce decision fatigue throughout the day. 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. First deep work block. Most challenging creative or strategic task. 0 notifications. Full immersion. Finish with a clear stopping point. 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. First recovery period. Physical movement. Hydration and nutrition. No digital inputs. 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Second deep work block. Second highest priority task. Different cognitive mode than first block. Output focused, not time focused. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Shallow work and communication. Batch process emails and messages. Team check-ins and meetings. Quick decision tasks. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Recovery and reflection. Lunch away from screens, walking or movement, review progress and adjust plan. 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Third deep work block. Final important cognitive task. Often collaborative in nature, implementation rather than creation. 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Learning and growth, skill development, reading and research, planning for next day. This structure gives me roughly 4.5 hours of true deep work daily, which research shows is the maximum sustainable for knowledge workers. 7. Technology and tools I use daily. My system is supported by a simple suite of tools. 1. Time blocking calendar. I use Google Calendar with color coding to map my day into focus blocks, shallow work, and recovery periods. 2. Focus App Forest app blocks distracting websites and apps during deep work periods. 3. Task management. I use a simplified version of David Allen's Getting Things Done methodology through Todoist. 4. Automation. Zapier and IFTTT handle repetitive tasks like data entry, social media posting, and email sorting. 5. Physical tools. Noise-canceling headphones, dedicated workspace, and time-visible clock. What's interesting is that studies from Harvard Business Review show that the most productive people often use the simplest tools. It's the system and discipline, not the software, that makes the difference. The secret to getting more done in less time isn't pushing harder. It's working with your biology, not against it. By structuring your day around energy instead of time, protecting your attention like the precious resource it is, and systematically eliminating low-value activities, you can literally double your output while working fewer hours. As Cal Newport says, what we accomplish is based on the quality of our focus, not the quantity of our hours. Start small. Implement just one piece of this system this week. Block out 90 minutes tomorrow morning for your most important task. Eliminate all distractions and see what happens. I'd bet you'll accomplish more in that focus session than most people do in an entire day. If you found this approach valuable, hit the like button and subscribe for more evidence-based strategies for peak performance. Which part of this system do you think would have the biggest impact on your productivity? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, remember, your time and attention are your most valuable assets. Invest them wisely.